Okay, and then all right. What is that? Is someone building something?
I'm not sure we want to know.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Well, we're on, guys. So I guess we'll get this thing started. All right. Welcome to another edition of the Barroom Trivia Brawl presented by the MTFO. We've got a good one for you tonight, folks. In honor of today being Easter, we're doing a very special edition where we're going to be going over movie trivia all about Easter eggs, MacGuffins, and surprise cameos. So this should be a lot of fun. We'll definitely see who's been paying attention when they've been watching movies. But before we get started, I want to go around and introduce everyone. So we'll start with our competitors first. Over there is Mr. Chris Diaz. How are you doing tonight?
Doing good. Happy Easter to you all. They have a fun time today.
I think so. That's the plan. And then I think down here we have Tony Helm. How are you, sir?
Doing well. Ready to go.
Awesome. And then let's see. I always get reversed on here. Okay. Over here we have Kevin Poss. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you, Scribs?
Doing good. Today has been a glorious day, and we're going to keep that going. And way over in the corner pocket, we have Mr. Malcolm Goldie Lay. How are you tonight, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. Just ready to win.
All right. Well, I think with that, the last person for me to introduce is my co-host for this evening, and that is Mr. Micheal Turner. How are you, sir?
Doing wonderful. Happy Easter to everyone who celebrates, and happy 2,194th day of the Quarantine Olympics if you don't.
Yeah, very, very well. And then this is, and I think that's a good point, man. With everything going on, doing stuff like this is super important. So, this is a good opportunity for us just to kind of hang out, because we can't really hang out with folks like face to face these days.
Right.
So this is like a nice virtual hangout, and we get to invite all of our friends in to watch. So it's going to be a good time tonight. And I guess without further ado, we'll go ahead and get things started and go over some of the rules. So our games here at the Barroom Trivia Brawl each consist of 3 rounds of 5 questions each. The 5th question in each round is a special question, and we'll go over details on those as we get to them in the match. Every match is themed. As we mentioned earlier, tonight's theme is Easter egg, MacGuffins, and surprise cameos. Now, each of our 3 rounds is going to have its own theme, which will fall underneath the match's theme. Now, if we do get to the end of this thing and we have a tie, we will go to sudden death, and there's 10 sudden death questions. At the end of that, if we still have a tie, well, we just have a tie. But that's it as far as the rules and gameplay go. Do any of you guys have any questions before we get started?
Nope.
All right, friends. Well, we're going to go ahead and jump into round 1. And our round 1 tonight is a little thing that we're going to call I Spy with My Little Eye. And from that, you probably can surmise that what this is going to be about. So in honor of today being Easter, we're going to get the show started with some Easter egg questions. So let's get going. Real quick, one thing I didn't mention, we are going to use whiteboards or something to write on just like you would in a regular match. And when it's your turn, we're going to show and verbalize your answers. I'm not a stickler for real tight rules during this, but, if you can, keep your hands visible and try not to keep up with the comments on YouTube because they're also trying to answer these questions. But yeah, without that, let's jump into question number 1. And our first question is, In Captain Marvel, you will spot Stan Lee reading "Trust Me, True Believer" from what movie's script?
Scribs, is Captain Marvel your favorite MCU movie?
It's not my favorite, but I actually do like it a lot. It's I don't know. I'm waiting for the sequel. Shazam.
We're going to be
2.
waiting a while.
Yeah, Shazam 2, Miss Marvel. But but I don't know if that's going to ever come out.
Sure.
Probably some legal issues there. All right, we're going to answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and then we're going to start over here with Chris. What do you have for an answer, sir?
For one of the fighting movie, I'd like from Kevin Smith Malback.
You know what? It's good that you like that movie because that is the correct answer. Tony, what have you got for us?
All right.
All right. And Kevin?
I said Spider-Man.
That's good. Well, that's a Stan Lee was in that. And Malcolm.
Bullets.
All right. Okay. Off to a pretty good start there.
All right, I will take question 2. Gentlemen, characters inspired by what Steven Spielberg film show up in the Galactic Senate in The Phantom Menace?
Now, are you old enough that you went and saw this when it came out?
I might be older than you, sir, so yeah,
Okay, okay.
That's the correct answer.
Well, I watched all the originals when they came out. But yeah, this little Easter egg was like one of my favorite things about the Phantom Menace.
It was definitely a cute little nod to perhaps galaxies away. We'll go
Absolutely.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We will start with Tony.
I got E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
E.T. phone home, but no phone calls necessary. That's the correct answer.
Cool.
Kevin.
E.T.
Bang on. Malcolm.
E.T.
All right.
Bang. And Chris for the clean sweep.
E.T.
Look at that. You smarties.
All right. Good job, guys. All right. Moving on to question number 3. And this is, I love this movie just for all the Easter eggs jammed into like 5 minutes. In Back to the Future 2, in what movie is showing in Hill Valley in 2015? And I need you guys to be specific on this one. Yeah, there was so much eye candy when they show up in 2015 there in the town square. So much.
It blows your mind. You're watching that movie in
Yeah.
'89. You're thinking of 2015, the future. Now we're 5 years past it.
I know, right? And I'm still waiting for flying cars.
Right?
Maybe we'll have them in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and I think we're down to Kevin on this one. What have you got for us, sir?
I guess Star Wars 5.
Star Wars 5? No, but that's a good guess, especially with like Spielberg's involvement with the Back to the Future franchise. Malcolm, what have you got for us?
I've probably got the number one, but the shark still looks fake and draws 17.
You are so close.
So close.
I thought about putting Jaws, man. Damn it.
Kevin, I'm sorry, Chris, what have you got for us?
I got the first part. Probably got the number 1. Justice.
Jaws 6. Well, they still had a few more Jawses to go. And Tony, what have you got?
I kept in the shark family with Sharknado.
No, but I would have loved that so much.
That would have been awesome. An awesome
So
premonition.
We were Jaws 19 was it.
Malcolm, so close, man.
We were so close, dude.
19. Good.
I'm still waiting for it to come out. It was supposed to come out in 2015. It hasn't come out yet.
You know, if they ever get to a Jaws 19, they need to go back and do like crappy graphics, like the marquee.
That'd be awesome.
Maybe we can get Michael J. Fox to star. That'd be nice.
That would be so good. Sci-Fi Channel, I hope you're listening. Okay.
All right,
Get
Jeff,
Samuel Jackson.
Right.
Question 4. If you're a Pixar fan, you should know that this letter and these 3 numbers appear in every film. They reference a real classroom at the California Institute of the Arts. Looking for a letter and 3 numbers.
I think if I went to this class, I probably would have liked college better.
What college did you go to?
I went to a bunch. I was sort of a journeyman student or student journeyman.
Would you say that you went to 5, 4,
Repeat.
3? Okay, we got to
Okay.
repeat.
Yeah, we can repeat.
Every Pixar film, you see this letter and these 3 numbers. They reference a real classroom at the California Institute of the Arts. 1 letter, 3 numbers.
Yep. Yeah, the Pixar movies. I mean, kind of like that scene in Back to the Future. These movies are so full of Easter eggs too.
Very-
hmm All
Very
Disney
true.
films are.
Got a hunt in the grass.
Yep.
Gonna give you a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pins down. We will start with Malcolm.
A118.
Oh, you're so close, but that's incorrect.
That's so close.
Chris, what do you got?
T113.
If you combine answers, you have the correct answer.
Yeah.
Tony, what do we got?
I got A113 and a little Mike Wazowski.
Look at you,
Nice.
Mike Wazowski. And Kevin.
A420. I couldn't remember.
Well, you know, we're almost to 420.
They might have been in that
Right.
classroom too.
Correct answer is A113. Good job, Tony.
Good job, man. Good
One
pull.
letter off.
Numbers hate me.
Well, you know what? For
That's a
those,
good question.
thank you. For those that didn't get all the points there, you're now going to have a chance to really rack up on some points. We're on our 5th question of round 1. And as I mentioned earlier, these will be questions that give you the opportunity to get a bunch of points. So I'm going to, before I tell you what the category is for this, I have to do a disclaimer and an apology. This is not the impression round, but you're about to hear me do a very bad impression of Nicolas Cage doing a very bad impression of a Louisianan Cajun. So we're doing unlisted, put the bunny back in the box. I hope y'all got the Con Air reference. Anyway, we want you to list as many U.S. theatrically released films with a bunny or rabbit in the title. And you've
Like
got
the word bunny or rabbit?
in the film's title, it needs to have bunny or rabbit in there somewhere. And you've got 30 seconds. Get after it, guys.
Is it safe to assume that everyone's favorite bunny is Bugs?
Well, I would say my favorite one for this, but I don't want to give anything away yet.
It's the one from Fatal Attraction. You can say it. It's fine.
Oh man, I hope they ate those. Otherwise, what a waste. You know, throw some veggies in there and make a stew.
Never had a rabbit.
No, I haven't either. I've had a lot of squirrel. And
Repeat.
Okay. So it's, well, on this, we don't really repeat, Chris, because the question's on your screen. So you just have 30 seconds. But we're gonna wrap it up here in just a few more seconds. We've probably gone over 30 seconds already. Time is just a concept here.
I'm in a flat circle.
So we'll give you all about 5 more seconds. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
God.
That's okay. And we're going to jump back over. We'll start with you, Chris, on this one.
Brown Bunny, Valentine Rabbit, and Peter Rabbit.
You know what? Those are all real movies. They were all theatrically released in the U.S., and they all have a bunny or rabbit in the title. Good job, man.
Good brown bunny pull.
We're not going to talk about Brown Bunny, though.
Family time. Family time.
Yeah, family time tonight. Tony, what did you got for us?
I got Roger Rabbit, Peter Rabbit, and I was just taking a guess if there's a movie named Bunny.
Two frame Roger Rabbit.
I don't know of one named Bunny.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we'd need the whole title for Roger Rabbit.
Right.
But he is my favorite movie rabbit.
I can't believe I missed that one.
And Kevin, what have you got?
That's my favorite one. I have the house bunny. Thank you, Peggy. And the rabbit's foot.
All right. 2 for you, sir. And Malcolm?
Well, there's one I can't believe people missed because it's literally right behind me.
Oh, no.
I put Jojo Rabbit, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and Peter Rabbit.
Oh, God. I spent so long on Bunny.
Good night, guys.
I know. I'm out.
Were you tilting your head to the side so people?
Yeah.
I was blocking. I was blocking
that.
All right, you guys talk for a minute. I'm going to tally up the scores, and then we'll see where we're sitting so far.
That's good. Wow.
Man, I was the only one who said Brown Bunny.
Right there.
I tried to block that one out of my memory.
Yeah.
I just kept thinking of like Donnie Darko.
I know. Yeah, I could think of a lot with Alice in Wonderland. Like
Yeah.
I was like, is there? Come on, give me some more rabbits.
You guys missed it. I was in the one 2 weeks ago when we had to list movies with street or road in it, and literally, I think Peggy put Nightmare on Elm Street and then like little things to indicate Nightmare on Elm Street again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
She got like 15 points.
Let's see. I'm gonna let's see
one
some of the answers that we got over in the peanut gallery. Let's see. Someone says, I like this from Joshua Shrupp, Banicula.
I had those books.
Yeah, I had those books in school. Oh, you know what? Jimmy was paying attention.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Damn it.
I mean, the funny thing is, Kevin's been on enough streams with me to know that I've got a Jojo Rabbit behind
I
me.
pointed it out. Yeah, I pointed it out before.
Yeah. All right, let's see how we're doing on the score. Let's see. I think I've got something funny for us to look at right here. Where's it at? There we go. Because we had Mallrats as a reference a while ago.
Yes.
Good call.
And y'all may have felt that way after a couple of those questions.
Yeah.
You know what? There is no Easter Bunny.
All right, let's see how we're doing on our scores here. This is actually, pretty close. But we've got Chris and Malcolm tied for 5, and Tony and Kevin just right behind them. So I think this is going to be a pretty close game tonight. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move back. We'll look at these dinglings one more time. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. There we go. I thought I would get through this without messing up, and I'm not even drinking tonight. Oh well. So we're gonna move into round number 2, and Micheal, you want to tell us what this round is going to be all about?
Absolutely. So last round, we went through the Easter eggs portion of our program. Now we're moving on to the MacGuffin part of our portion.
Oh, God.
Round 2 is called Indiana Jones and the Last Temple of the Kingdom of the Lost MacGuffins. For those at home who need an explanation, a MacGuffin is some sort of plot device, a person, thing, or an idea that helps move the story forward. So for this round, you need to name the film that relies on the following MacGuffin. And we will have 4 questions and a very, very special 5th question. For your first one, name the movie that relies on the MacGuffin of the Sankara Stones. One of my personal favorite 80s films.
Yes. We have a theater chain that started in Texas. I think it's like all over the country now, called the Alamo Draft House.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and they show like a lot of older films, and thanks to that place, I actually got to take my son, who's 17 now, to go watch this a few years ago.
Oh, that's super cool.
And it was a neat experience.
I'm gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Chris.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Bang on, sir. That is the
There
correct
you go.
answer. Tony.
Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom.
Very good. Kevin.
Temple of Doom.
Nice. And Malcolm.
Temple of Doom.
Look at you.
All right, good job,
So
guys.
impressed.
And clean sweep. Well done. All right, moving on to our next one. In what movie will you find the MacGuffin of the Death Star plans? It's so hard not to do quotes right now and give away the answers.
I have a feeling all of these gentlemen should know this.
I think so. I think they ought to get this one. I hope so, or I'll have to start unfriending people. All right.
It's such an underrated one.
We just became friends.
And we'll do a 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to start with Tony on this one.
Is
What
it
have you got, sir?
Rogue One? A Star Wars story?
You know what? It is. Kevin?
I said Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, and Rogue One, A Star Wars Story.
Oh, is that bonus
Good.
points?
Good play, sir, because it actually is a MacGuffin in both of those movies. So you get an extra point. Malcolm?
Rogue One, A Star Wars Story.
Yes, sir. And Chris?
Rogue One.
All right. Good job, guys.
All right, for question 3, we are searching for the film that features the MacGuffin of 5 Infinity Stones.
Yep. And we're looking for all 5 in
You
the movie.
give it to answer?
If you know 2 where all 5 are the MacGuffin.
Hopefully you know the Infinity Stones. All 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Start with Kevin.
Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame.
Okay. Let's I'm going to give you a point for in-game, and then we'll come back and discuss Infinity War.
Okay.
Malcolm, what do you got?
It's just in-game. Thanos already has a couple stones at the start of Infinity War.
Okay, so I think we finished the discussion.
Chris.
I just had Infinity War Endgame, but I got the point in Endgame. Anyway.
And Tony.
Wrote Endgame. Started right Infinity War, but yeah, didn't.
All right. Yeah, and that's why I kept saying all 5. So
I mean,
yeah,
he still has to have all 5 on the gauntlet,
Yeah.
though, to make Infinity War happen, though.
Mm-hmm.
So why? That is the driving point
challenge-
of the movie. I am challenging it
Yeah.
officially.
Okay, yeah. If so we don't really do challenges here, but what we'll do is the guys that got it correct, I'll let them make the call, and only because I did emphasize like all five a few times during the question.
But take away two of them, and it's no longer a MacGuffin. That's the point of a MacGuffin.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, I get the point, but I think what they're meaning is they're looking for all 5 of the stones.
I know, but you have to have all 5 on the gauntlet, or it's not a full gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean,
The gauntlet is no longer the MacGuffin, and therefore not a MacGuffin. It no longer falls under the definition of a MacGuffin, which he clearly stated before the round. Pushes the plot along.
Yeah, I mean, I get the argument, but like the way the question is worded is he's looking for all 5 Infinity Stones. They're looking for all 5. Thanos already had 2 of the stones at the start of Infinity War, so he's not looking for all 5. He's only looking for 3 more to complete his collection. That's kind of what I was getting at.
Scribs,
Yeah.
it's your show. I tend to think it's a fair point.
For both of them being correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? It's Easter, so we'll pretend that we're good little boys and girls, and the Easter Bunny brought you 2 points on that one. Who were the two that answered?
It was Kevin and Chris.
All right. And this thing is so tight tonight. Okay. So moving on to our next question is going to be, what is the movie where you'll find as the MacGuffin the Genesis device? And again, so many quotes I could throw out right now, but I would ruin it.
Go for it.
This is one I cannot help you with. I wasn't familiar with this
man.
until I saw the answer sheet.
These are, and I just rewatched this not too long ago. So we'll say 5.
This the answer. This is so
3, 2, and 1. And I think we're on Malcolm this time. Yes, sir.
I've got no idea. I just put Terminator Genesis.
Let's not talk about that movie anymore. This is Easter. It's a time to celebrate and be happy. Chris.
Terminator Genesis.
Oh, I told you. Let's not talk about that anymore.
If you want to know, that way, like, that's the answer. If you want to
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it's not the answer. Tony.
I've never seen it, but I also said Terminator Jenny Smith.
Kevin, please save us.
Is that the one from Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice?
Oh, unfortunately, it's not. And you know who I blame?
Yeah.
Khan!
Oh, it's Star
Oh,
Trek.
on.
Yeah.
So
I almost wrote that. Damn
we're
it.
looking for Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan, or it also
yeah,
is
it blends in. That's
idea that Star Trek. Man, for y'all's homework, y'all all,
Oh, no.
I think you all should stay up tonight and watch Terminator Genesis, and then
No.
What's punishment?
and tell me why you're sorry. Okay.
What that and Salvation and Dark Fate back to back. Then tell me.
All right. Michael, you want to tell us about question number 5?
Oh, I'd be happy to. This is a special time. All right, gentlemen, you know how this works if you've played this game before or you're remotely familiar with it. This category is called Don't Leave a Bad MacGuffin. I mean, impression. Time for you to show off your acting chops. You all have been given an actor's name, a character's name that the actor portrays in a movie that the actor portrays the character in. We're going to get 1 minute to do an impersonation, act out, recite movie quotes, give Bible verses. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Just give me some visual and audible clues. The only thing you cannot do is say any part of the actor's name, the character's name, or the movie's title. Your fellow competitors will get an additional 15 seconds to guess at the 3 things you were given. They earn 1 point for each correct item for a possible total of 3 points. You earn 1 point for each competitor who gets at least 1 item correct for a total of 3 possible points. So, Scribbs is going to tell me who the score leader is, and then they get to decide where the fun begins.
So as of right now, and this is really, really close tonight. I mean, all the scores are within 2 points of each other. But right now, Chris has the highest score by a point. So Chris, the ball is in your court. You get to choose who gets to make a fool of themselves tonight.
You know what? I'm going to give it a try. What the hell?
Hey.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So what we'll do is, like Michael said, Chris is going to go for about a about a minute, and then we'll give you guys an extra 15 seconds to write down your answers. Okay, so whenever you're ready to start, Chris, that's when the clock will start.
The floor is yours.
Sorry for the awful impression, but hello, I love bowling. I love having sex. I love having sex with Julianne Moore. I've once a marshal going on to the hunter, and I also hunted down dead people, but most of all, bowling, sex, beers, and hang out with my good friend John Goodman and Steve Buscemi. Oh, what a fun time to have. And to speak in the bizarre accent that nobody can understand most of all. And just beer, bowling, and everything else there is. And to God off people. I also created my own robot, my own machine to be put on. And I've aborted one thing. I think of a bad dream. But bowling, beer, Julianne Moore, and God, all in the same course. Every night. After every night.
All right, we're going to give you 5 more seconds, Chris.
And you cannot understand me. It's because nobody can understand me, you know.
All right. All right, guys, we're going to give you guys 15 more seconds if you need it to write down your answers. Those were, and I got to say that was a pretty good job, Chris.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I wanted to get you guys some help with naming off actors from other films that I've been with.
Yeah, you know, any clues, all clues are good clues. And I know sometimes it's hard to not say like the answers when you're doing it. So good job. All right.
Especially with the Julianne Moore hit.
All right, pins down if you're still pinning. And we're going to jump down and see what Tony came up with from all of that.
All right, so it's the dude, right, from The Big Lebowski, played by Jeff Bridges. Is that how this works?
That is.
And I took a stab at the year.
I think we can accept the dude.
Yeah. It's what he wanted to be called by.
That's right.
Yeah, he said, "I'm not Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude."
Right. And Kevin?
I said Jeff Bridges, Jeff Lebowski, The Big Lebowski.
Yes, sir. And Malcolm?
The dude, Big Lebowski, Jeff Bridges.
There you go. All right. And then, so I want you all to keep your pens and your boards handy. I'm going to give you guys a bonus question on this one. And this goes for all 4 of y'all. I'll give you 15 seconds to write down what the MacGuffin is in this movie.
In the
And
Big
it's
Lebowski?
it's a tricky one, but there is a MacGuffin in the Big Lebowski.
Yes.
Oh, and I didn't mention it, but Chris did get awarded 3 points also for that one, since all of you got part of the question correct.
4 points for everybody.
All right, we'll say 5 more seconds, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's go back and start with Chris again on this one.
Bowling trophy?
Bowling trophy. That's not what we're looking for, but it would fit in the movie. Tony, what did you got for us?
The dude's rug?
Yeah, that's it.
Hey.
And it's not his hairpiece; it's the thing that brings the room together. Kevin, what have you got?
It really tied the room together. The peed-on rug.
Right. And Malcolm.
I had no idea. I just guessed drugs.
Oh, yeah, that's a good guess. But yeah, we're looking for the dude's rug. All right, guys. You guys talk amongst yourselves for a second. I'm gonna do a quick score update on our scoreboard.
If you say the dude's rug fast enough, it kind of sounds like drugs.
Drugs. Yeah, I was seeing it on the screen. I was like, drugs.
Once I get through Volvo Geek, I do a bit about the movies I need to watch. I've seen some of it, but not all.
I got
That's
all
a good
Blu-ray.
movie.
Well, I mean, regardless of trivia, The Big Lebowski is a movie you need to watch.
I was just about to say that's a good movie.
I heard the sequel sucked from a bunch of people.
Yeah, only watch the first.
Man, this is so close. Let me jump into the chat and see how they're doing over there. Hit one. Oh, yes. Thank you guys for correcting me. So you know what? So let's see.
Does this work?
We were wrong on the MCU question.
Are they saying there were 6 Infinity Stones?
Yeah, and it's because
I kept thinking it the whole time. I'm like,
I did too. I was like, "There's one in the hand," but I'm not gonna say it. Whatever.
I forgot all about that. When I was going back through and rereading the things, I noticed that, and I forgot to. Then I left to go fact check it, and I forgot to update the thing. So yeah, so actually, Thanos just had the one the power stone.
None.
Infinity
Don't
Wars.
take away my points.
So actually, those of you that answered,
That's what I was like, he's kind of right.
all right. Let's see how we're doing on the score now. Let's see what kind of great thing do we have to look at while we're pulling this up. I think this is super friggin' appropriate now.
Yeah.
I always forget to get rid of those. Okay, hold on. That's better. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I thought that.
I have a guy at work that has one about that size on his desk.
Yeesh.
Right?
Whoa!
Look how close we are, kids.
Great play tonight.
Killing it.
So yeah, super close with this thing. You guys are all. I haven't seen one this close yet. We might. Well, I don't want to say it because I don't want to jinx it.
It might go to overtime.
This might be my
first
chance we get to do some sudden death questions.
All right.
This round could be rough.
All right, let's see. Let's look at Hella again. So this character is my Kate Blanchett crush, FYI.
Not Blue Jasmine? Oh, come on.
Carol?
Bob Dylan?
All right, there we go. No. Something about the heavy.
Cinderella?
Well,
something about the heavy makeup and the
heavy eye makeup. Yeah.
Yeah, it does it for me. I don't know why. But anyway, that's probably enough about that. All right, so we're going to move on into round number 3. Again, you guys are doing awesome tonight. And this one, I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So our category for round 3 is the one thing in the title of the match tonight that we haven't really gotten to yet is our cameos. So cameos are kind of like human Easter eggs, right? And they're often like a surprise and often a very memorable part of a movie. So what we're going to do is we're going to answer the following questions about cameos. So, and these, I'm going to go ahead and tell you are going to be all over the place. So the first one we're looking for is, who turns out to be Mary's ex-boyfriend in There's Something About Mary? And this may be a movie that some of y'all have not seen, in which case I would say, like The Big Lebowski, everyone needs to watch this.
Same year, 1998.
Yeah. That's right. It was the same year.
It's a fine movie.
I saw it in theaters with my parents. That was a mistake.
Oh, awkward.
That was a mistake.
Yeah. Oops.
Man, yikes. I would probably want to get out of that situation. 5, 4, 3, 2, and
Repeat.
1. All right. Pins down.
Got to repeat from Chris.
Okay, we'll do a repeat, but so, and only because I didn't mention this at the beginning of the match, like on these, since the question is like written on your screen, we usually don't do repeat.
Don't really need one.
You can just read the question. So anyway, we'll give you another 15 seconds. I can't even imagine, man. That'd be a weird.
Oh, it did. Yeah.
That'd be like watching Basic Instinct.
I was
dead.
I was old. I think I was 17, 18, so I was old enough that we didn't have to have any conversations about it. But it was
that's
still like,
good. That's good.
Just don't need to talk about it anymore.
That is good. All right, and we're gonna wrap up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I think we're back to start with Chris on this one. Were you able to pull it?
Matt Dillon?
Matt Dillon? No, but
that's in the movie, but not
in the movie.
Yeah.
Him and his big old pretty white fake teeth. Tony, what were you able to pull?
This is wrong. Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn? That is wrong, but if he would have been so right in that movie, if he were in it.
90s actor,
Yeah. Kevin, what have you got for us?
I first put Matt Damon. I think that was Eurotrip, so then I changed it to Lance Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong. You, sir, that's not correct, but you're more on the right track.
Okay. All right.
And Malcolm.
I'm pretty sure it's an NFL player, so I just guess Tom Brady.
Brady.
Brett Favre.
You're so
Brett Favre. God, I knew it.
Yes.
I knew it was a sports player for some
That
reason.
big old cheesehead.
What are you doing here, Brett?
Yeah. Dadgummit.
I was hoping someone would answer Frank and Bean.
Brett Favre.
Dadgum. All right.
Calm down, Brett Favre.
And in the end, she rejected him because she was a Niners fan.
Yep. Well, nobody's perfect. All right,
boys. Question number 2. And here's where we're going to deviate from the family friendly just a little bit. Mark Hamill, you know him, you love him. Star Wars actor. He shows up and turns out to be a real cock knocker in what film?
This is this was such a surprise cameo for me.
Mark Hamill, better Luke or better Joker?
Oh man, well to me he'll always be Luke, but it's kind of like when you like when I hear the Joker in my head, it's always Mark Hamill. Just like when I hear Batman in my head, it's always Kevin Conroy.
Gents, we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Tony.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
That is the correct answer. Kevin.
I said Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Oh. Malcolm.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Very good. And Chris.
Thank you. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Good job.
Well played.
All
I
right.
just like it went through my head. I'm like, is it Jay and Silent Bob? Like, yes.
Yeah, well, and I wanted to, like, we kind of have our chit chat and stuff, like, while you guys are writing your answers, and it was hard not to start talking about, like, View Askew versus movie.
Right. Have to be careful of what to say.
And the reboot, I watched it. I didn't think it was terrible.
No, it's good. I love it, but I just
In there.
didn't know if he came up in.
The Ben Affleck cameo is the best thing about the movie.
Yeah, I don't think.
No, I think Chris Hemsworth's cameo was the best thing.
that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ben Affleck's cameo was very touching.
Most of Chris Hemsworth's cameos are pretty memorable.
Yeah, they are.
All right. So moving on to our next question, and I'm going to try not to stumble over this one. It's kind of wordy, but in Zombieland, they crash at his home and even mistake this actor for a zombie.
I love you.
Zombieland, fun for the whole family.
Yes.
All right.
This person also made a very funny cameo in the sequel. Hang on.
Yeah, this one's probably more family friendly than Something About Mary. Maybe not. Well, the sequel, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, we're looking for answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then I believe we're down to Kevin on this one.
It's Bill Murray.
It certainly is. And Malcolm?
It's Bill freaking Murray.
Right on. And Chris?
I misspelled a little bit, but Ben Murray, my favorite part in Zombieland.
All right. And Tony?
Boomer.
Good job, guys. Clean sweep. It was Bill Murray.
I love that. Is my favorite scene in the whole movie.
Biggest regret in life? Probably Garfield.
Probably Garfield.
Right.
His cameo in Zombieland 2 were pretty funny as well.
All right, gents. Question number 4, and my personal favorite cameo. What is the name of the movie mogul played by Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder?
Oh,
You know him, you love him, you watched him twerk.
Yeah, this is my favorite cameo. Like,
It's super well done. Because you're just like, what?
Yeah.
And then you look at him, you're like, yeah, okay.
yeah, and anytime like I get like a question right, like in my head, the music comes on.
No, it's
In my shirt, I pull out my big old gold necklace, and I start
to the
doing
window. Oh,
I mean, this cameo is
You might
probably
be going to start a dance,
Thunder.
dance
Yeah.
party in 5,
Sure.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with Malcolm.
I may have messed up on the first name. Is it Les Grossman?
It is Les Grossman.
Yes.
Well played, Chris.
I didn't get it. I got a different answer. I know it. The character, just the name escaped me.
That's okay.
Tony, what you got?
Les Grossman.
Bam. And Kevin.
Nope, didn't have it.
You might be going to start a death.
Yeah, he's not. He's
One
not
more
Mark
question.
Grossman. He's Les Grossman. All right, guys.
Based on Harvey Weinstein.
Right.
Wow.
Very much.
That's sad. That's sadder lately.
Hashtag not me. Let's. So we're now to the point of the game, the final question, and this thing is still super close. I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna do it right now and tell you guys. Right now, we're sitting at a 3-way tie for first place. And second place is only 1 point behind.
Wow.
So this thing is super, super close right now. Now, our last question is going to be our 6 degrees or less of Kevin Bacon question. So the way this normally works is I will give you guys a movie, And what you have to do is you have to find or choose an actor or actress in that film and connect them to Kevin Bacon, right? So, and do y'all all understand how this works? Or
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. And then what we'll do is, like, however many connections you need, we'll subtract that from 7, and that's how many points you get. So if you're able to do it in one connection, then you'll get 6 points, and that's the total max points you can get, 6. So tonight we're going to do this a little bit differently, you know, tonight we're not going to do a movie. We're going to do a man, and we're not just going to do any man. We're going to do the man.
Jesus.
And I
Becky Lynch?
about we're doing Stan the Man. We're doing Stan Lee.
Oh.
Because he's the ultimate cameo.
Yeah.
And so tonight we want you to connect Stan Lee to Kevin Bacon. Excelsior, true believers. You've got a minute. Ready, go. It was hard writing the other questions and not using him. All right, then let's see. Go take a look over in our comments and see if we've gotten any. I'm only going to put this up for a second because, like, this is a family show tonight, but Jimmy nailed it on the last question.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not. I think that may be the guy's middle name.
If it's not, it should be.
Yeah, that and Joe Exotic, that's probably his middle name too.
Oh, God. Why'd we have to bring that up?
Because I can't help it. Sorry, I'm not going to do my Joe Exotic impersonation tonight.
Well, as someone who lives in Myrtle Beach and is very, very, very familiar with Doc Antle's Safari,
oh man,
the less talked about that, the better.
It's like all these kids like had a to-do list when they graduated high school, if they graduated, and it was like, number 1, get some big cats. Number 2, start a love cult.
Like, trust me, I previously worked for a grocery delivery service, and like I've delivered there before, and they're super secretive. Like literally, like someone meets you at the gate, and they like will not talk about anything.
I believe it. All right, guys, we're going to give you all about 15 more seconds.
This is, I won't say it easy, and you've realized it. I figured this out earlier before we even got to that matter. Kevin Bacon would come up.
Yeah, it's.
Well, I mean, technically,
yeah, if you sign up for one of these games, there's probably going to be a Kevin Bacon.
You should know what's coming.
Yeah, just like the impressions.
Right.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're gonna go back to Chris to start on this one.
Okay, Stanley was in a movie with Hugh Jackman and X-Men, and then Hugh Jackman was in a movie with Kevin Bacon, X-Men First Class.
Okay, so Stanley. Okay, so you got 2 connections, and those are correct. Wait, hold on. What movie did you say he was?
X-Men First Class. Hugh Jackman had a cameo flipping off St. McAvoy and Michael Fassbender.
So we're going to take that's 2 connections, so we'll subtract that from 7, and you're going to get 5 points for that, dude. Good job. All right, Tony, you're up.
Yeah, I don't know if this is right at all, but Stanley had like a cameo in Deadpool 2, right? It's like the mural.
Right.
With Brad Pitt, and Gina Davis, Thelma Louise, and Gina Davis. Was she in Tremors? I don't know.
I will look that up, but I don't believe that's right.
I don't think she was.
Yeah, no. Didn't do it.
Yeah. I think, can you fact check that, Michael?
I'm working on it right now.
Okay.
A little bit. No, sorry.
Kevin, what have you got, sir?
I must have missed the point. I thought the point was to build like the biggest triangle, but I went Stan Lee to Iron Man, Jon Favreau to Rudy, Sean Astin to Lord of the Rings, Ian McKellen to X-Men to Kevin Bacon.
Gotcha. Well, and maybe that's actually not a bad idea. Maybe we'll do that on a future one, because I think that requires like more thought to make it come out.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I can only give 1 point for that.
Ian McKellen wasn't in the same X-Men movie as Kevin Bacon.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
That's true. Oh, wait, did you say Ian McKellen in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, that's all right.
No, Gina Davis and Tremors, unfortunately.
All right, and then okay, and then Malcolm, I think you're.
Yeah, I just made the super obvious choice, which is exactly the same as Chris's. Stanley was an X-Men with Hugh Jackman, who's in first class. Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
I had to think for a moment because, like, he did have a cameo first class. I had to go with you.
All right, guys. I'm gonna tally up our scores. This thing still came out really close. You guys talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Yeah, and the thing about that one is there's only like 2 or maybe 3 Marvel movies that Stan Lee doesn't have a cameo in. And the one with Kevin Bacon is like one of those.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to think there at first. Like, he did have a cameo first class. Like, yep, I had to go with this.
And I mean, honestly, you probably could have made it tricky by doing a franchise or by going, yeah, I can only do 1 per franchise, which would have led to really big.
All right, let's see if I've got another funny GIF for us to look at.
Yes.
There we go. I don't know if it's funny, but there's a lot of his cameos right there.
Oh, I love. My favorite is still Into the Spider-Verse. My favorite Stan Lee cameo is still Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I don't know what my favorite one is. But what I can tell you is we're going to sudden death tonight, kids.
Free baseball for everyone.
And this was like prior to that last question. And I apologize, guys, if I wasn't clear enough on like when I was describing the gameplay for that one. But yeah, prior to that first question, we had a 3-way tie, and then I think Kevin was like just 1 point behind everybody else, and that's the closest any of these matches have ever been. So good job, everyone, here tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and switch us back over, and then I'll queue up our sudden death questions. I'm so excited, man. I never get to do these. All right. Okay, and then we want to take that away. All right. Also, this is so much easier when I'm not drinking.
That's so much less fun.
Well, true. I'll have a drink after. Okay, let's see if we've got any more comments from our friends. Let's see. I think so. It looks like pretty much everyone kind of went with the same rationale as you guys.
Was there a way to do that in one connection?
No,
top of my head, no.
No, the only way to do that would be as if Kevin Bacon and Stan Lee were like in a movie together, pretty much. Yeah.
Bacon's never been in an MCU.
He wasn't in a DC movie either, with Stanley only did and had to go to the movie.
Yeah.
A lot of the ones that I've found just now have only done 2 because Kevin Bacon was in OOPD for Ryan Reynolds, who was a no good deed with Stanley apparently. But Deadpool with Stanley is the obvious one. Because I think no good deed was that mini short Deadpool figure anyway.
Yeah. I think so. All right. Okay, guys. We are ready. Let me pull these on my phone. All right. And what we'll do is I'll have you lead off with the first one, Michael. And this is just going to be between Chris and Malcolm. Right. And like I said, it's sudden death. So whoever gets ahead wins.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. Question number 1. See if this is the one and only. In the film Back to the Future 2, what toy brand is the hover scooter that Marty borrows? So what company makes it?
I think Malcolm.
Yeah, again, really hard to do a match like this without mining that gold mine.
Sure.
It's 2015 Hill Valley.
Got to go back to the well.
Yep.
All right. We're going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Chris?
I think Malcolm got a Kato, that kind of thing.
Malcolm?
Is it Micheal?
There's your winner.
It's Micheal.
Nice.
Congratulations, Malcolm.
Yeah, good job, man.
Well played.
Yeah, good.
Malcolm, good job. It was so fun to go to sudden death with you.
It was just fun to do a sudden death question. Because I write 10 of these for every match, but I don't ever get to use any of them. All right, so great job, guys. I hope this was fun. I know I had fun tonight.
The best Easter ever.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. Not a bad way to hang out during the apocalypse. So let's go around and actually I'm gonna plug a couple of things first, and then we'll go around and let you guys sign off and give yourselves a plug. Let's see. Let's go back to here. So first thing is in 2 weeks on Sunday, April 26th at 8 p.m. we'll have our next one of these, and it's going to be a Saturday Night Live trivia themed barroom brawl. And in this one, we're going to have Jackson Latner, Jonathan Peck, Garth McMurray, and we still have one spot open. So definitely, if you're interested, hop over onto the MTFO Discord server and jump into the barroom trivia chat and chime in. And then hosting that one with me is going to be the Right Honorable Geek Minister, Corey Morissette.
Oh.
And then 2 weeks after that, on Sunday, May 10th at 8 p.m., we are going to have our video game movie edition of the Barroom Brawl. And that one we have the commentating nerd. I'm not sure who that is. I think it's a guy named Andrew Craig. Commentating nerd. Change your handle in the MTFO Discord so we know who you are. And we're also going to have Kevin Moreno, and we're going to have Ruben Colin and Nick Carley. And my co-host on that is going to be Jackson Latner. I'm really looking forward to that one. There's going to be a lot of deep pulls in that, so it will be fun to watch. And then in 2 weeks after that, we're not going to have one of these because on May 24th is when we're having World War Geek. So make sure you watch World War Geek if you're not participating in it. I know a lot of y'all probably already are in that thing. And it's going to be a really good time. It's going to be our Geektacular version of the free-for-all. So it'll be a lot of fun. But since that's happening on the 24th, our following Barroom Trivia Brawl is actually going to be a week early, and it's going to be on Sunday, May 17th. And this is going to be our Empire Strikes Back edition, since next month is the 40th anniversary of the Empire Strikes Back. And then in that one, we've got David Garcia. We have Nico Rigoli. We have Antonio Chavez. And we have Ryan Payne. So a lot of guys that know a lot about Star Wars. And co-hosting that thing with me is our current MTFO Star Wars champ, Ruben the Kingslayer Cologne. So a lot of fun stuff to look forward to, and can't wait to do those. So let's, without any further ado, let's jump around and we'll let you guys sign off and plug whatever you want to plug. Let's start over there with Mr. Diaz. Chris?
Hey guys, just you see me around. I got Rover Geek coming up. Hopefully some match pretty soon. And you can find me on Facebook. So follow me at Chris Diaz. Looking forward to a lot more matches coming up in the future.
Oh yeah. I know you're a manager, so I'm sure you have some coming up. And then Tony Helm, tell us where the kids can find you and if you have anything to plug.
I got a YouTube channel and social media at the Helm Media. So
Nice.
Check me out. I got some video essays and stuff coming out. So.
Cool. I'll definitely subscribe and check some of that out. Kevin.
Yeah, you can. You don't have to find me or anything, but you can check out my friend Sean Wasserkrug. He puts up some awesome movie reviews. Sean's Movie Crusades on YouTube. Check him out.
Nice. I actually have checked some of those out, and good stuff. And then Malcolm, where can the kids find you?
You can find me over at Take 3 Productions, hosting Late Night Take 3. This week the topic is action movies. You can find me on Rankin. I'm not sure what the topic is yet. I haven't checked the poll, but last night we had the Glee episodes with Video Drew. And you can also find me all over the fan league. I own Formula Random and Full Metal Trivia. This week is going to be Doctor Who match between Caleb Coho, Jim Green, and Michael Wood.
Wow, when is that going to be?
This Tuesday.
This Tuesday? Cool. I like that. I like some Doctor Who. All right. And then I couldn't have done it tonight without my friend right over here, Michael Turner. Tell us where we can find you, sir.
You can look me up on Facebook, or you can find me on Twitter, DJ Dirty Mike. You'll be interested to know, if you follow me on Facebook this week, we're going to start a 64 bracket challenge of the best wrestling theme songs of all time.
Oh, nice.
So if you want to make sure Real American doesn't end up as number one, you can vote.
Sounds good. I love that. Well, and me, I'm Jeff Saunders, Scribbler. You can find me around on the MTFO, or you can find my roommates, Hillbilly Scribs or El Scriblo, hanging around doing stuff there. And then also, if you're looking for some stuff to listen to during the quarantine, I'm going to put in a plug for the new podcast feed that I'm on. It's called Feeding the Monster podcast feed. And on that's myself, Mark Kameyer, you know him as the Maniac here in the MTFO, and Thomas Risling, Sir Thomas the Tall, and then also John Mariano, who used to see a lot of here on the MTFO. But we're doing a lot of different shows, really, really fun stuff, really funny stuff. But definitely check that out. We're on Anchor and all the other places podcasts are served. But that's it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you guys at home for watching us. I hope you all have had a great Easter, and we will see you next time. All right.